what's up, everybody? This is Angelina from Divine Hustles, and today I'm here with...
I'm Princess Vashion from Perceptive.
And
I'm Tru.P. I'm an artist and producer.
Hey, that's what's up. Now we're here with two hustlers over here to share their stories. Now, I know that you are a manager, you're a versatile hustler with everything. You also have cosmetology and all this like that. So how did that start and what motivated you to pursue that?
I started doing cosmetology things in junior high school, and everybody was saying you should go to school, get your license. And by the time I turned around 19, I decided to go and pursue that, and it just changed my career completely. I have a unique career with cosmetology. I don't work at a salon. I own a mobile beauty and wellness company. Was
that a dream of yours too? Because after doing a little bit of research on you, I noticed you got your license, and then eventually after that you said a dream was to have a spa, a mobile spa and a team and all this. So was that a dream from a young age?
Yeah, it was actually. Maybe in my 20s I was thinking, you know, I can put together something different instead of everybody standing behind a chair at a salon, that they can, you know, do something different. Add something, you know, cool to it. That's what I was thinking.
And here's a question for the both of you. Speaking as a hustler, when you're younger, everybody is unsure of what they want to do in the future. But as a kid, what was your dream job?
Oh, I'll go first.
Okay.
Realistically, I wanted to go to the NBA, play basketball all day, all night, watch all the basketball movies, and I ended up getting hurt when I tried out for the ABA. During my time sitting down, I fell in love with music, and then it just went from there.
Wow.
Awesome. Well, for me, I mean, like I said, I've been doing hair and makeup of all my friends in Hollywood when I was a kid. So I just knew that that was going to have something to do with my career, and I tried to stay on path. And I had 4 kids, but in between that time, I still tried to stay on path of my journey. And right now, I feel like I'm in a good spot. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And speaking of youth and 4 children and your daughters, what have they personally taught you? Being a mother, what have you learned from them?
Wow, a lot. Sacrifice. It teaches you sacrifice, and it shows you selflessness. So, you know, right now it's my time. I feel like I put forth a lot towards my daughters. I have 2 college graduates, and I just feel like, you know, I have 2 college graduates, and one 16 and one 10 or 11. And so I just feel like they taught me how to push even when you don't feel like you have the energy to, you know, to push even if it looks like, oh my God, I don't think this is going to make it. Just believe in yourself. Believe that it is. And I know part of believing and manifesting things is believing that it is and then seeing it come to fruition. So that's what I've been doing lately, and it's just been amazing.
Yeah, I can tell that persistence is what makes you unique, you know? And for you, what has the youth in general taught you?
Man. The youth, okay. The youth have just taught me realistically just to, no matter how old you get or whatever you're going through, you know, you can still enjoy whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? You're not too old for something, you know, so still have your imagination and still go full flesh in what you want to, you know, achieve in life, you know?
For sure.
There's no limits there.
No limits. And, you know, I just became a grandmother, so I feel really excited about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So there's really no limits. I just feel like that's just, you know, everything is an open door. And the only thing is we as people have to know that we have to walk through the door.
Yep.
No one can stop you. You know, people who get stopped is always being stopped by self. So nobody can stop you. So
mind over matter.
Definitely. It definitely is real.
Yeah.
Yes.
And speaking, you mentioned sacrifices with your children. What are some sacrifices that both of you guys have made pursuing your careers and dreams?
Wow. Well, recently I've been sacrificing some time, you know, with my kids. Like I said, I do have an 11-year-old, and it makes me feel a little bit, you know, self-conscious that I am a little more busier than I have with any of my other kids. And so I'm, you know, I feel like, but it's my time to do that, and I feel really good about it. And she's understanding, and she helps me a lot with different events and stuff.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah.
Awesome. And any sacrifices that you made pursuing your dreams?
Sacrifices. Well, going out, you know, basically when you build a business, you gotta, you know, learn where to put your money at. So, you know what I mean? I stopped going out so much with friends, you know, buying certain things, you know, just certain, you know, vacations randomly, you know, I couldn't leave and things like that. So not seeing family on holidays sometimes because you're out. Just, small things, but they equate to big things. So in the future, you'll be able to take care of everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what are some memorable achievements that you guys would like to speak about? Just personally patting yourself on the back.
Go ahead, Tru.
I'm gonna pass this on to you.
So I got two. I never had acted before, so on my first acting experience where I got to act, I ended up being a producer on the film and producing and owning some of the film.
Whoa.
And then it's almost done, so I'm happy about that. And I got to work on with Sticky Fingers from Onyx. We put together his movie called It's About Time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a biopic, and realistically, we're working to get it together. Took us like a year to put it together, but we got it done and everything came out perfect, and God blessed everything. So I'm excited about those two achievements.
That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's definitely a pat on the back.
And I'm excited about just, like I said, coming from sacrificing and staying home, being a stay-at-home mom for 31 years, that I could just come in and start working on celebrities and doing celebrities' hair and makeup and going to their house and doing events for them, like Golf Beef that I just did for Percy and all the celebrities that were there. And it's just a huge blessing that I sacrificed something and my sacrifice actually paid off, and I see it in real time. So that is very... I want to pat myself on the back for that.
Pat on the back.
Yes.
You get it, Now, with a true hustler, with good hustlers like you, that work is put in, So how do you guys feel about mental health and self-care?
Oh, well, I'm big on mental health and self-care. I have an event coming up that's going to be geared towards that. I would love to have you guys come out and be a part of it.
Thank you so much.
And I own a wellness company, so wellness and health and the way you feel about yourself physically and all that stuff is very important. So working out and eating healthy and taking the right amount of vitamins and minerals per day is one thing that I'm going to be really, really focusing on coming up soon. And I did have a health and wellness event at Dame Dash Studio right before the pandemic. I had a health and wellness event there, and it was amazing. So I'll have health and wellness vendors, and we'll have some people come in, and we'll have some speakers and things like that. But yeah, that's my main thing. So
awesome.
yeah.
And where do you stand on mental health and wellness?
Well, with a healthy body and a healthy mind, you can achieve anything. You know what I mean? So take whatever you need, whatever time. If you got to go to the forest or do whatever you have to do to achieve your peacefulness, do that, because it means everything, So
Yes.
Wow. And what has it been like personally, just pursuing your dreams and non-stop just going after it?
Well, for me right now, it's really go time. I've been pushing really hard for my pursuing my dreams, and like I said, it's a huge blessing because I know God is involved. Because I stayed home for 31 years, and it's like I've been working 31 years. It just came in, and all the work is coming right to me, and it's just a huge blessing. And I'm ready for it. I'm like energetic. I'm like, where's the next gig? Exactly. Where is it? But yeah, for sure. So.
Where's the next hustle?
Yes.
True mental, man.
Yes, mentality. It definitely is. Yes.
I love it. You know what I mean? I love the journey. I love the hustle. I love the grind. I just enjoy it. Because at the same time, a lot of people don't take that jump into their dreams. You know what I mean? So being able to jump in my dreams and live out the things that I dreamed about and that I want to do is just amazing. And I just want to keep on going because there's no limit to this. You know what I mean? Just got to keep on pushing.
Yes.
Keep on pushing.
Yes, definitely.
And current situation with the whole COVID and pandemic, how has that impacted either of your guys' hustles, whether it be bad or good?
Well, for me, it has impacted me in a good way for some reason. Over the pandemic, I had a Puffs and Giggles event that was a comedy event. I had a lot of celebrities there. It was my own personal idea. It was my own event. I wasn't the event planner. It was just me. And I produced it during the pandemic at a golf course that it was essential, and it was open to the, it's a private location. So I just rented out that space, had an event during the pandemic. We had the COVID compliant officer there, and everything was fine. So I just kind of, during the pandemic, I kept pushing myself. I didn't give up. I didn't think, oh, everything's over. I started working with a virtual reality company, and I just kept moving. I just kept moving, and I knew that if the winners are going to win at the end of everything. So if there's a race going on, then you have to keep moving, or you're not going to be a part of the race because you're going to be standing somewhere. And so the winners are running right now, and so that's what I did. I just ran during the pandemic, and it's just, I mean, everything's beautiful now. Yeah.
Sounds like a blessing. You got to keep your head down and just go for it.
Just go, for sure.
And on your behalf?
Realistically, it turned out to be a positive thing. You know, I got to talk to a lot of people that I haven't spoken to in a while because I was moving fast, got to hang out with my family. And on a work aspect, I really got to sit down and just like put everything in perspective, you know what I mean? Because when you're working, you got papers everywhere, it's like boom, boom, so I put everything together. And hey, everything, I'm here, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, and, you know, my condolences goes out to the people that aren't here, you know what I mean? But, you know, we must live on, we must keep on moving and get through this pandemic, you know, but it worked out in a positive favor for me. And,
yes.
You know, I appreciate God for that, and, you know, that's why I'm going to keep on pushing.
Wow, and I'm curious to hear personal messages to yourselves. So if you were to have the opportunity or the chance to speak with your younger self, what advice or talk would you have with yourself, your younger self?
Mine would be patient. You know, when you're sacrificing, it's hard to understand it. You don't know what's happening. You always think that there's a big problem, or, you know, you want to do something but you can't. You realize that that sacrifice meant something the whole time, but while you're in it, you're in a battle and you don't get it. You know, so everything is like, oh no, why is this happening? Or, oh, I really want to go out and work, but I can't because I'm in this position. I was put in so many different positions like that. My mother-in-law got really sick. She was living with me for 20 years anyway, so I ended up watching her the last few years. So I was putting in another position where my kids were big enough for me to kind of go out and work, but then now I couldn't again. And so it just kept happening, but I kept believing that it was going to happen, and it did. So
anything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible, for sure, for sure. I just kept hustling, and I like to say leader. I like to call myself a leader because I'm helping everyone that's with me, and I'm going to help them pull the wagon. I'm not going to be out there just saying, hey, you need to pull that. No, I'm going to be in the front. I'm the first person pulling the weight because I want this to happen. And when you want something and believe something, you know you're in control of it, then that's when you put your foot down and you make it happen. And that's it. You just make it happen.
I love that mentality. That's queen mentality right there. I love that confidence.
Thank you.
And your message to yourself, you're like, huh? What happened? I got caught up.
Keep doing what you're doing and stay focused. Don't let people
steer you the wrong
way because you have a good heart. Stay focused, move forward.
Oh,
yes.
And any obstacles that you guys overcame that you didn't think you would have overcome?
You know what? I'm pretty optimistic, you know what I mean? So when something happens, I figure out a solution, you know, because one thing I learned is like under pressure, never panic. Because if you panic under pressure, everything goes haywire. You know what I mean? But when you stay firm and you're like boom, 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 everything just works itself out no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I would agree with Tru on that statement too. Just knowing that things are going to work itself out. You know, don't over panic. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. But I mean, and I'm saying that from experience. I did that in my 20s. I put too much. I'm like, hey, you did, but it doesn't do anything, and it's pointless. And I learned now that I'm so super calm and so chill, all these things are happening naturally. So it just we're not in control of everything. And once you know you're not in control of everything, of course everything is going to go the way you planned because you're not in control of everything. So, and there's going to be different things going on, you know, from people or the person or the energy that is in control of everything. So, yeah.
You just gotta take that deep breath sometimes and analyze everything slowly.
Yes.
Take it one step at a time, everybody.
Exactly.
Don't stress yourself out when you don't need to. Now we're gonna close this out. Awesome conversation with the both of you. Any last 2 messages again? But first, one message to the youth. What's that message gonna be?
Mine is just keep pushing all your ideas and stuff. Don't just set it aside. Really go after them. Really focus on it, and it will happen.
Oh. My first message is like a 2-part message for the youth.
Okay.
Follow me on Instagram, Tru.P. And secondly, don't grow up too fast, you know what I mean? Enjoy being a kid, you know what I mean? Enjoy not paying your bills. Enjoy not driving anywhere. Enjoy not having to cook your own food. Enjoy going to school and doing all that good stuff. Enjoy it. Because when it's over,
it's done.
It's over. But don't panic.
Nah, but don't panic.
You tied that in, I see that.
I like that. That's a bar. That's a couple bars. Don't panic. But
got a new song
coming.
Hustling everywhere you go. That might not
exactly.
stop.
It never stops. It never ends. But now that I see hindsight is 2020.
Pause.
Sorry guys, my bump box is ringing. My bad.
Bump box, short advertisement.
My bump box is ringing.